Din păcate, timpul alocat de scurt. Beneficiile sunt incluse, suntem acum direct, am multe competiții. Și urmează proba de prezentare și jurizare. Numele echipelor opinii ordinară intervenții, mai echipă programa care va prezenta, a doua Yellow, a treia Spină CS, a patra Garco și ultima Ideal. Dacă se fiți gata, echipă programa, în față. Aveți 7 minute de întrebări, din partea jurului, 7 minute de prezentare. Și v-ați ruga ca în timp ce o limbă prezintă, ceilalți să nu mai lucreze, nu mai rămâne să lucreze. Dacă mai ai ceva pe rămânit sau la punct, puteți să pară.
Așa. Grupul de echipă. Nu l-am
Se pot fi
Hi again. We will present you our application plan for the Cluj-Napoca and the nearby zone, because the volcano at the St. Lake is erupting at the moment zero. We say that there is an earthquake and some explosion signs appear. So the meteorological station from the lake signals Cluj-Napoca and pentru all the nearby cities. Yes, all the nearby cities. Then there will be an eruption. There was only an earthquake, so there are still viable communication logistics. So Cluj-Napoca and pentru are announced. The children at the lake that came with the buses are panicked. They go in the buses, and the buses try to get to Cluj-Napoca or as far as possible from the lake. Yes. In Cluj-Napoca, police cars start to tone down and announce people that they should stay in houses, even if there was an earthquake, because there is a danger that ash will fall from the sky, and it could harm them. So they must stay in houses until they are announced to get to some safe places. some emergency vans are raised up, so the people can get there and get medicines and also some protection for the bad air that will be polluted from the pollution. And fire trucks and ambulances go around the town to help people that got stuck or are armed during the earthquake.
Some buildings might have collapsed, so fire trucks get in and try to save people, or especially built for the lab, basically.
Okay, then a committee is established, an emergency committee that evaluates the damages and that will send men to get rescue to communicate them that they need some trucks, some buses, and other supplies. The road is pretty damaged by the earthquake, but they can send people by motorcycles or by horses. They can get there very fast. It's not that far. After the people get there in Mercantu, a convoy will start to Cluj-Napoca. They will try to repair the roads so the buses can pass the obstacles. They will also go to the nearby villages and help them to evacuate. When they reach Cluj-Napoca, they evacuate the people. They also put this phone to be fixed really fast.
So the landlines, because this is a source of communication that doesn't require any extra electricity. Because like mobile phones, you have the cell towers, which need to be powered up, but landlines are like really fast, and if they get damaged, they just have to connect some wires back in, and communication starts working there. So in the meantime, after the convoy reached the so they run zero for the earthquake. In Mercantu, Red Cross brings some tents as well, and prepares for a large amount of people, because for us the plan is to evacuate all the people in the red circle, which is like the most dangerous zone, to evacuate them to Mercantu. So after this, after the communications get restored, people from so the children that were in the buses at the same time late reached Cluj-Napoca, were part of them, and they get they send some messages to other families that are worried. So this is one of the ways to make people more relaxed, so to make them feel safer. If we have communication, everything is on the way to get better.
Okay, then Red Cross will help us in the Mercantu with tents and also supplies. We will need supplies in Mercantu to feed the people, the refugees that get there by the convoy from Cluj-Napoca and the other villages. After the roads are repaired and all the communication are up, after it's safe, they will travel to other cities where they can be hosted, or some places where they can live.
I'm not too sure if it was made clear, but the main force in action will be the army. The convoy will be a military convoy that comes and helps people get saved.
Okay, we thought about logistics. We will need 30 buses, 25 for Cluj-Napoca, and 5 buses for the areas, for nearby villages. We would need 3 emergency vans in not would be enough for all the people.
Depending on people in their situations first aid. Yep. And once they get migration, they need temporary housing, and we'll make a refugee camp there, which has like 50 tents, 50 big tents, which people can sleep.
Okay, so my thanks for your presentation. Is that are in the hospital, how are you planning to support those people? Because some of them have to be in beds, so basically you cannot transport them by bus. They may be terminally ill or just had an operation or something like that. And they are in intensive care.
Yep. After we restore the communication, all hospitals have backup power generators. If the power goes down, they will be kept on life support no matter what. So after we send, we restore the communication, we can ask for more ambulances for any other. So with helicopters, it's not really viable, and it's not a viable option because of the smoke. The helicopters cannot fly. So the only way to transport those people is by ambulance or something similar. So we can request those resources from Air Truth or any other place which has access to
and also the hospital can be so big that there are only 1,500 people. So it's a small population.
And most people will be in other cities to be in this here.
Okay, question. You made some calculations about logistics, like 30 buses. Okay, I can do that. Fine. What about the cars, the trucks, and the buses that you can have in this area, like 110,000 cars, trucks, buses? Did you include them? Did you leave them? What do you do?
Well, those trucks and buses work for the entire country, so it's really not that fast to bring. So we have a small map. It's not that fast to bring some buses which travel only 50 kilometers an hour. That fast to bring them. So we only included the buses that were in the area and in the country. Because that was, we tried to get the people out of the danger zone, the red circle, we tried to get them out of there as fast as possible. So we only included what was locally available.
We have to have public transportation, so they have buses.
Yes, so basically you were telling us about buses and so on. What do they estimate the actual colony and human resources involved for this entire investigation?
We asked the army to help us, so they're doing their job, so we don't have to pay any money to the army. We don't have to pay for extra medicine and some I don't know, sand or something to repair the roads to be stable enough for the buses to go up to Cluj and for the Republic. It's not going to be a very large cost.
And these supplies will be bought by Red Cross, which then
Donation session.
Okay, so you read that supplies children in other week stuff. What do you do with them?
You already said that as soon as the danger emerges for the explosion, the children get into buses. They stand from Cluj, some men with motorcycles or something like that, towards them to
try to help them.
get back to Cluj, get some more resources.
Okay, and moving on to the next question. Related to that, how long do you think that each time you can evacuate each time? Approximately hours, minutes, months.
The convoy arrives after
Yeah. And we thought that the entire city could be evacuated around 12 hours. If everybody cooperates, because if someone doesn't want to leave the house, they're blocking, or you have to force them to leave the house.
Thank you very much.
Hello, we are the Renault team. Is that and first of all, we think about some steps we need to ensure, need to take in order to ensure that we can cope in natural disasters. So, first of all, we think that we need to make some programs, some big programs that will inform people how to react to a natural disaster and to learn them how to give a first aid. Second, we need to make some expertise, some technical expertise of the buildings in order to know how they would react to an earthquake. And the building that won't pass this expertise will need to be consolidated. The families in these buildings will need to receive a rescue box. And another step, a very important step, is food cans, water, medical kit, maps, and other stuff in order to be prepared for the natural disaster. Another step would be to create facts, disclosures, in order to direct lava away from the populated zones. Okay, all these are possible on the trust budget. This budget, this zone is well known for swamp, and this budget can be completed if we take a small percent of the water sold and we add it to the other funding resources, like the external ones and the local ones. But also, the budget must ensure the trust and the vehicles also boats that are needed to save the people. And these are all included in here. As you see, we have 60, 20 people there. They're all divided, and this number of trucks and boats can ensure the transportation of all in case of the disaster.
So the heritage truck that is centered here in Cluj-Napoca, the people have a couple of seconds to leave their homes and get to a safe zone where we said that it's a meeting point where there are medics and people helping them to go to a safe zone and direct them to the nearest place or by cars next to the main cities or by the river near this place by boating. And another thing, this place, as my colleague said, is very well known for its bottled water. So there are some places where the people can go and maybe stay there because the water is collecting from the underground, so it's not polluted from the natural disaster that occurred, and can sustain the population for maybe a couple of weeks. They will go to another place.
We have some guidance and prevention systems in the city and between the cities, because we need to inform if we have the natural disaster in Cluj, we need to inform the other city about our situation, and because we have the communication system down, we need to have another one to establish. First of all, when you you will develop different for each type of disaster. We have the earthquake, we have the building collapsing, that is the level 2 of danger, and the erupting volcano. And you will hear one of these sounds, you will know what kind of disaster you need to have in your mind. So after you go outside the building to save yourself, you need to be guided. We kind of use two main senses of the humans. We have the auditive one and the visual one. We try to combine them. We have a siren and a light that will tell you where you should go to the meeting point. When you hear a sound, you will go that direction because you know that is the safe place. To re-establish the communication with the other cities, because you will have the ash cloud, we need to go above the cloud to transmit the information we need to. So we have a helium balloon that will have an antenna attached to it, and you can transmit the messages to other cities. We have some more balloons that is we have a pressure tube and a third cable attached to pairs of balloons that interconnects the city. So if you can't reach the other one by radio waves, you can reach it physically by transmitting and on the low scale, you can use the low frequency of the sound to send the remote.
Okay, so the main ideas of our project was established here. So we try to inform the people to make them be responsible of the danger that they have. So, and another step is the budget that we can implement from the local business of local water idea.
Okay, so at the beginning you're saying about application, right? Mobile app, something like that.
Well, we said about the importance of making some steps before the disaster strikes. So making them aware of the danger and making them responsible and take necessary steps.
Try to educate them first.
Yeah.
In order to prevent the loss of human lives.
So one of the tasks that the characteristics of the task was to services and which bodies would be included in.
My colleague mentioned firstly that where's the meeting point? We hear firstly the military doctors. They have to say whether the person in front of him they have to establish their health condition. And that's how they'll send them, whether with vehicles with tracks or by boat. And that's how they'll.
So the military is one body, the medics, the local medics, the local police, the local firemen, and
volunteers that were trained to.
yeah, there's the people involving in the service of the mosque.
Okay. What about the children?
Yeah, so we have these places that are well sufficient to equip and to be prepared for this disaster. And the extra task of the children for us was giving them some extra vehicles for them to go from Cluj-Napoca. We imagine a scenario where they are in Cluj-Napoca, and to reach this place, this safe place.
And they can inform the parents because we reached out with the communication and we can send the written messages.
As far as I know, all three is just like okay, I'm calling in Romanian, but I cannot do it. And it's what it's that point. So basically, it's going from that point on. So basically, the debit is like there would be maybe a very small river.
Maybe not as much to main one was the roads, and if they are blocked, maybe implement some vehicles with tracks, special vehicles. And the boats are maybe they could be an extra.
We can't assume because we don't have any restriction. We thought about the breakable boats that can go in shallow water.
So basically, you have the map, and you can see that the whole river is like the wall is actually from this area. So it's kind of not really feasible to do this first, right?
Okay. I have how fast can you enter the city? How long do you think it will take to restore order?
So the safe places that we established are 12 kilometers from Cluj-Napoca, and from Cluj about 20 and another 6. So maybe in a very good scenario with all the vehicles that are just in place, a couple of hours. Good hours.
Another one? If you consider the surrounding religious houses, like a house or in the woods, or something like that, you consider them?
Well, we didn't actually rely on these houses because it comes in our state. We don't know what moves are there and whether this house can still remain there or collapse.
Relying on these places that will consolidate and maybe with this in mind, with this possible scenario in mind.
So you like try to save as much as you can and maybe take the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. Thank you.
Ziua, a treia și necesară.
Hi guys, we are now work using this
Is we're in a situation where a major risk of major earthquakes occurred in the area of Lake Santa Ana. Scientists already determined that, and they go ahead and notify the public administration. And then the public administration spreads the message throughout police departments, fire stations, hospitals, so that they can spread the message further to mass media. We can spread the message to the population. Let's say this is John, and he sees a news alert that tells him you have to get yourself a small package with the minimum necessary, and you have also to warn all your friends, all your family of the same major risk. To facilitate the further development of the event, we have developed the concept of the dream team. Dream team is that has different blocks: the police department, the police people, the firemen, the medics, and also the dream team has a scientist.
So the reason that we place here the scientists is that we have developed a huge and a straightforward system of algorithms to evacuate the population from the emergency zones, from danger zones. And first of all, what we've done, we've split all population in two blocks, huge blocks. One block is the slow-moving population, and one is for fast-moving population. Well, so what we want to do is that slow-moving population to escape through the roads that are shorter, and fast-moving population to escape through the roads that are longer. And for this, we will build a tree with escape roads, and we will use the extra algorithm to find the shortest paths. We will use the Parkinson algorithm to find the maximum flow of population through one road. And what else we want to do is to modify this tree in real time during because we can have some roads can become dangerous, and therefore we have scientists that so we implemented a AND behavior in a backtracking algorithm. So a scientist will use, there will be some people that will go forward and check the safety of roads, and we'll use the color system. For green colors will be green smoke colors will be for safety, and black blue colors will be for not safety. And if you will see a black color, it will modify the entire and will choose another path. Also, they will check the quality of water scientists, because we can have the rising of acidity in the water or fall down using the chemical indicators. Also, they will study the behavior of the animals from the natural reservations. They will complete the team with physically fit people from the sports complexes.
And of course, we have to take, first of all, care of the Cluj-Napoca, the village which is the closest one to the danger zone. And for this purpose, we have to use the light cars, because if we use the buses, road is a little bit dangerous, and this is not a possibility for us. We have to use the Mercurial tube, there was the school of the villages which are more safer, and we're gonna spread all our population through the castles, yes, through the castles, through the sport camps, and so on. And of course, we have to take care of the children. For this purpose, we have decided to create a third block, which is called Children Dream Team, with psychologists, children psychologists, to manage the stress, because the children in these situations are really stressed. And we're gonna as well take them from the lake to the Mercurial tube, and then we'll spread them to the closest safe space.
Another priority actions we should think about are medicine and food. About water, we talked about earlier, but all the reserves will be taken from the local park, but if there will not be enough stuff, then those drilling teams who come from outside, they will bring with them. Also, they will bring with them the medicine. If there are not enough drugs. Also, people will be encouraged to use the medical herbs in order to make economy of drugs, because these resources are limited. What's thinking about the budget? Well, most of the people who will be involved in this action plan are working. It's their job, and they don't have to be paid for that.
They're being funded by the government.
Yeah, they will be funded. About the cars, we will use almost 400 cars. We will use the public transportation if this is available, and also we will use the trucks for transporting the food. The food which will be in trucks, and also the food will be in boxes. Each person will have a box, thermically isolated box, because we have, first of all, radiation, and second of all, we have food which needs to be temperature. Yeah. So that is why it will somehow increase the quality of the food, and that will provide a healthy way. So in the end, our John.
Then John either gets to a sports complex or he can somewhere right in a castle, which we decided to use since they're being there again. And
Say first.
Great.
For you guys is, how much time do you think it's going to be needed to like evacuate everything, or I don't know, just put into action plan?
Since we've been told that the earthquake and the eruption is being expected to be in the morning, 2 o'clock, announcing the emergency, the state of emergency 1 day earlier. So by the time, by the next morning when the earthquake might happen, Cluj-Napoca will have been already evacuated.
Also, we have about it.
Also there is
which are real time, and if there is something on your way, then it allows you to change your path. That means
and all this stuff is not so difficult. I told it as a 80%. And all this stuff optimize the video.
How many sentences being
Cluj-Napoca, I think that not so many, sorry, but I think that architect has.
We decided that we may take a helicopter for one village. This is possible, I think so. And the dream of team can help this village.
Hey, comment.
The huge consideration that that the explosion of the was at the same time as we also.
How do you think
I've talked about the colors. So there are people that go forward and check the roles, and there is a spectrum of colors from green till blue that speaks about the quality of roads.
And of course, there's a way we can add something to the smoke, and we'll provide this process.
Well, so we evaluate the people as some ends, using the behavior of ends.
Of communication is based upon finding an alternative way to go. So it's not rebuilding, but finding a better way, like the ant would.
So something happened, and we rebuild the plan.
This is the sense of the backtracking goal. So you check the all paths and choose the correct one at the same time.
Okay, so I can read the dream team as good. I can read the budget and the government, even if it's domain that it has money. But to take the law enforcement so that you can do that thing, that's not that easy. Did you take in consideration calculating the time for the approbation to make a dream team? Because that's not just a phone call. To sign this doctor.
To make work policemen and doctors together.
Yes.
By the way, those problems are the university. Trust me, I'm not sure that it's a problem to extend them in real life.
It's not really about the problem to prevent them, it's about the bureaucracy, which was mentioned in the paper.
I don't know that will be a problem to make all these departments to work together in such situation, critical situation.
Is due to an emergency, so in a state of emergency, things should go faster, I guess.
And also there is cases when we have an accident and they're coming the policemen and doctors together, and it's the same case practically.
When situation like this happen, I think that anyway, police will be involved, doctors will be involved, and so
Plans will be involved, I think that those.
Making them work in a team, we just.
This will be back.
Total time for me personally, give me a number of how you
hours using transportation, using cars, buses, and also when people vote.
Our case, in the worst case, it might take about 60 to 80 hours. So
The best part is that we can start. It's not like let's first think about a solution, then to do that. We can start our trip right now because the path can change, but we can start right at the beginning of the.
We can start operation for.
It's not like waiting for a solution and then.
Very good. Very good.
Thanks,
Hello, we are back of you. You are a utility who can approach and solve any kind of problem. Today was a demanding day, and we try to give our best. Now I'm going to give the word to my colleague Paul.
I'm going to do the first point, services and body. I'm involved for ambulance, while represented by doctors and assistants, law enforcement, policemen, firemen, mountain rescue team, postmen, and also very important Red Cross volunteers, organization of Malta, psychologists also, and socialists. I think it's very important also for this guide and the mountain guide. For the auxiliary staff, for saving people life, I choose for carrying the persons, and those for lost persons. Now I leave my colleague Kinga to present you.
Thank you, Olga. My name is Kinga, and I will guide you. It was a hard day for us. We will never forget the situation. We just get up in the morning and we heard that it was, and we felt it. It was awful. It was an earthquake of 7 degrees and winter scale. So, what kind of problems and dangers we just thought about? Panic will install between. We're gonna die! And quiet animals can be dangerous because they can panic us in, and they're the most populated area of bears. And also road network and railway network is damaged. So we are thinking of the worst. You cannot cross with anything, with trucks or with buses or with cars. Everything is just trapped. You can see it's a hole, it's a deep hole in the middle of the street. So we are just thinking of people stuck in the traffic spots, and people cannot communicate. We just use solar activity, we just block all the kinds of stuff. We cannot have GPS, we cannot have telephone, we cannot communicate with nobody. So it's a hard situation, and we just have to resolve. So we just said said that, okay, we are humans, so we cannot communicate between us. It was an era before this one, so we cannot communicate. So it's like we have to think about how to spread the word to others that how we are saving lives of Cluj-Napoca city. And we are from Cluj, but we have to get on Cluj to save the people from Cluj. And we have to think about that we have in Cluj a lot of construction of big buildings. It was nobody built in the last century, I think. So, and it was a huge earthquake in the 1970s, also at 77, no, in 77, yeah, and it was also kind of, so everything is demolished, and now we have to save people from under the buildings. And we have tourists. Next to Cluj, we have Cluj-Napoca. It's a lot of tourists on their way, a lot of tourists blocked on their way, even to the cultural destination. So we have to manage the tourists as well. Okay, and we have a kind of fuel station at Cluj, which may carry a possible explosion. And we have to think about how to manage this situation. Okay, so we are talking about unknown people through workshop. We just called our friends, 10 people, 50 people, 90 people. We did just one workshop and go to the streets and tell the people that we are gathering in near Cluj and we are meeting there once we have to save the people from Cluj. And we are announcing that take your horses, take your dogs, because we are saving lives. Because it's in Cluj and in near Cluj, there are a lot of villages here. You can see near Cluj. Everybody has a horse. We are mostly Hungarian people. It's a tradition to have 2 horses, 3 dogs in your bed. So everybody has a horse, everybody has a lot of stuff. Okay, we are thinking about we have to get rid of, we have to find a lot of people who want to Alzheimer's and from other kinds of policemen who are who want to eventually to help us. So we just wrote a letter to those who want to help us, and we just go and spread the word officially to them.
Outside the analyze, we will have a website with the human knowledge city, there is a 0 point. You need everyone has to Facebook or whatever, please take them to the correct point in the city and the release page. Everybody can help us. Maybe to say right for training.
Okay, so people just moved on and they are gathering up. And we don't have to we have to think that people want to help. We just build a lot of transportation systems. It's like we are transporting on a railway. It's like if we stop on the rail, so we are just putting it's kind of construction with pallets. Because we have a lot of factories. We have motor factory. Yeah.
Okay, so well, guys, for the very entertaining. My question is, how much time do you think everything was lasted? You said you would send letters, and basically we all know letters are like arriving to the
it's a small town. It's a small region. We are just spreading letter to the fire department and the police department and the ambulance because they have to have something official because we have a lot of workers. And it's like we are in America now, and as we found out, we just spread the news to them. So it's like we are walking, or in your project it's not that awful the situation, so you're just it's a half an hour or an hour. Like you are not saving people if you are not telephone 5 minutes. So.
Yes, but still, how much time do you think it would take to actually like get to push that and actually start taking people and like moving everybody out of the region in the volcanoes?
We are establishing the team in 3 hours. We are taking the people spreading to teams, and we are saying them how we will act in what kind of points. And after that, we will go, and it's like push on the horses. It's like 1 hour. It's not much. It's in the morning still. So. Yes.
Okay, you were saying about horses, people and horses, I can really tell because I know that. What about Roman people? They don't want horses as well because they are not 1,600 horses.
No, it's like you can attach a cart as well after horses. You can use it. It's not just 1 person per 1 horse. Like a horse can scare about 15 horses, 20 horses.
Yes, so basically instead of transportation and everything would be on board. What about the actual cost? And how much money do you think it takes for everything to start functioning and police, firemen, everything to get there?
Wanted to base everything on a united community. So people get together and they just offer their help voluntarily, and because horses are not unpure. So it's like if I want to spend time and I want to go there, and we have just said that we have a local factory which can help us in giving some resources which they are not using. It's like petrol ones and like pellets which they are not using. We can build some kind of constructions which can, from the local stores, we can ask for food and for as well for hot water. And it's like everything is based on a united community. Everything is people want to save their neighbors, because another time in Bucharest that I even don't know my neighbors next door. It's like in this zone, people know even if they are staying in Cluj-Napoca in their country. They know each other and they are helping each other without asking any kind of financial resource. The policemen and the others, it's like if you are waiting for them, it's like
Or use for 6 containers, interventions in regulatory. When we go come with train, with helicopter, with trucks, with what they have.
you cannot know. Mostly it's this zone, you are not moving that kind of quickly from Bucharest because they have to send to Bucharest. They say, okay, but I don't have telephone box. I'm waiting. They are just like, it's my job. I'm not doing that much. Maybe. So you cannot base on that they are helping us. Based on volunteering, services, and people's
You base everything on community, so it's basically very related. Okay, how safe do you think it's for people to go, since it was quite a big earthquake and like most of the buildings should be down, how safe do you think it would be for people from for coming as volunteers and have absolutely no experience in saving people and going to rubble, for them to be there? And
we are as of the passengers, they are who are good. The people from the community, they are just following their instructions because they know first aid And people are from the community are just for helping to do blocks away and such and trees away. So it's like for force. It's not like for, they are just helping the force volunteers from that class and the organization of Malta, they are doing the first things.